Radio. Shakedown.
Real Talk Radio.
Shakedown Radio.
Real Talk.
Keep it real, we keep it raw.
Shakedown. Shakedown.
Welcome again, everybody, family. Welcome to the Shakedown Radio Showcase Live. Once again, I'm going to say it like I always said. I appreciate everybody. Thank you for joining. Tonight is going to be a topic that everybody's talking about, celebrities talking about it, so on and so on. And it's about these commercial ads that we see, the magazine ads. This is not the first time, not the last time, but we're going to understand where they're coming from and how we feel about it. I have my take up on it. But before we get started, making sure you follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, Twitter also, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Smash that button if you want to win cash prizes on Gas Up Wednesday. We may come back on Wednesday. Today's Wednesday, hump day, so I'm going to skip the questions today. I just want everybody to make sure we get enough subscribers. Please support the channel, support the show, and we're going to take it off like this. It's the Shakedown, baby. Right now, we got my favorite host. Y'all know who she is. She sounds a whole lot better, baby. What's up, Katrina Diamond? Talk to us.
Hey, everybody.
Hey. And listen, I got my other special co-host. I had to bring him back. It's my good brother, like family, Mr. Alfred Jones. What's up, man?
Hey, man, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. So listen, we talking about these racist ads. You know, I posted a little flyer of the one with the Gucci. I'm going to start off with the Gucci. And then people, y'all got questions, y'all can chime in and tell me how you feel, whatnot. But let me explain this Gucci ad, because I don't think people really understand it. Or they may got their own opinion about it. And I'm going to tell you my opinion. So Gucci, home office is in Italy, France, right? Florence. I apologize about that. So Gucci is a European commercial company. They're a European company. They started small when they came out, and they started actually out of a little White House. They have this whole documentary about Gucci, how they started, and so forth. But what I want to say is they're a company from Italy, Florence. They're a company that is into fashion design with no apologies. They come up with some of the craziest stuff that we don't even see here in the States. It's all over there in Europe. Now, there's one outfit that everybody's talking about, the sweater with the red lips. Originally, they created more than just that color, that black color. It's actually supposed to be lipstick, right? So if you're familiar with Europe, how they run the sweaters and so forth, because they actually have head, and no one's talked about this, they actually have head scullies that covers all the way down, that has, they look like the Spanish wrestlers. No one's not talking about that. They have one that covers all the way down, and it has a pattern in the front that looks like India. No one's talking about that. And I think the reason that everybody here in America is talking about it, because I'm going to say they didn't do their research because they're not here in America. Slavery was abolished in Europe way before it was here in America. All right? Over there, they got light-skinned Italians, dark-skinned Italians, all that. They still go through their little issues as well. But when it came to this design, the person that came up with it was young. And the reason I think young plays in a factor, because young people over here, all colors, skin tones, using the N-word. Like, we made the N-word popular. You know what I mean? Everybody using the N-word. I got kids that go to a predominantly white school, and I went out there, turned around and saw these two white guys out there saying, "Yo, what's up, my Negro?" I'm tripping. Like, I'm head spent, like, whoa, what's going on? But now that we here in the States, we see some of these advertisements, and we get in an uproar because we thinking that these people, not knowing, yes, we buy it, we buy their clothing, but a lot of times we buy their clothing for status. We're not buying the clothing because it looks good. We buying it because the brand, and we trying to keep up with the Joneses, or trying to keep up with the next neighbor, or keep up with this person. We're trying to invest in other clothing or foreign clothing line just because of the name and celebrities wearing it, and that makes us look good or look rich. Not because what it is. And then when we get something like this that happens, now all of a sudden we're against it and want to boycott it. And we tried this with a lot of different brands. And as long as your celebrities out there spending $250,000, $600,000, $1 million, you probably heard Floyd Mayweather conversation about it, heard some other people conversations about it. You know, my opinion on it, they apologize, but they truly not apologizing because they don't know what they're apologizing for. But we upset about it still. I mean, Alfred, how you feel about it?
Well, there's a lot of factors that contribute to this. I know you just gave the background of Gucci and how they started, but Italy is a European country. If you go over to their neighbor, one of their neighboring countries, not too far off is Spain, and Spain has a function they do almost every year,
right?
Celebrating the overthrowing of the Moors.
Correct.
And these characters are done in blackface. We know it from the early 1900s how blacks were portrayed here in the United States.
Right.
With that being said, they have an idea of what offended so many of the people here in this nation. Now, let's there's a few things that open up here, for discussion as well. One thing for me is it's your birth-given right to choose what clothing line you choose to wear or what not to wear. And you're correct. A lot of us tend to go and make decisions based on celebrity choices, and we're trying to gratify ourselves and take their status by trying to emulate or imitate whatever they're purchasing or whatever they're wearing.
Right.
The first thing for me is, instead of us, those who are upset trying to boycott, I would say let's regenerate our dollars back into the black community and back into black establishments. And that way, because see, let me throw some stats at you.
I'm listening.
43 million black people. We contribute to about $1 trillion of fashion spending per year.
Correct.
$1 trillion, that's big. So we take our $1 trillion away from the Fendi's, away from the Pradas, away from the Gucci's, and start sending them back towards the masterpiece like the Mignotti's, which is an Italian-based leather shoe company that he started, which is equivalent to what you're buying from Gucci, almost $100 cheaper. You think what I'm saying?
Right.
So if we can regenerate our dollars back into our communities and back into our black businessmen, that's the voice that we need for them to see, hey, these people ain't playing about their feelings, not playing about they're not going to take certain things, certain marketing campaigns. Because, like I think back to the S&M thing, and they was talking about, with the monkey thing. Look now, man. They can sound as naive and try to sound apologetic if they won't. Believe me, they knew what they were doing when they put the campaign out. Just like with Gucci. I hear what you're saying. I hear how it came across. But, bro, trust me, I do know, like I just said, these things happen. You're right. Slavery ended in Europe before it ended here in the Americas. Those same ideations existed in Europe before they came to the Americas.
I'm not disagreeing.
You get where I'm going. So them being ignorant is not going to make them innocent. That's all I got.
But here's the thing, and we complain about all these different advertisements or racial advertisements, but yet not doing anything about it. Like you said, $1 trillion of our money is spent Statistics says only 3% of that goes back into our community. There's a problem there.
Big problem.
There's a problem there. If you do not, go ahead. I'm listening.
Well, I was gonna let me piggyback on what you're saying right now. I was reading some stats earlier today. Let's start with it. Let's say the Asian community. The value. Well, this is the lifespan of $1 in a household, broken down into ethnic houses. The Asian community, the average dollar before it's spent, it lives 28 days in the household. 19 for American whites and Jews. For the Afro-American household, $1 lifespan is not 6 days, 6 hours. There's a problem right there. We not only understand the value of $1, but we don't understand the economical parts behind the dollar. You know what I'm saying? And let's keep going. Let's keep it going. The regeneration of an American dollar in the black community within dealing with black businessmen, it gets one pass. When you go over to a Spanish community, it gets 9 to 10 to 15 passes. So what that's saying that not only are they spending their dollars within their community, they're repopulating and doing it on a daily basis. That's why their communities are advancing the way at the rapid pace that they are. You dig?
I dig. I understand that completely. And here's my my take on that. We got too many of us that are not educated when it comes about the dollar, about savings, about how the market works, right? Number one, about how the market works, understanding what the true meaning of credit means, and so forth. And everybody's worried about brand and self-character. Like a brand name defines their character, or a brand name defines who they are. That is a bunch of people that are lost or either knowing that's ignorant. You know, take me for example. I own nothing name brand. Zero. I don't own Nike. I don't own Reeboks. I may own a pair of Adidas, but I got them for $10 from Tyrone from the trunk of his car. But I own no name brand because that is what we call a non-return investment.
Right.
As soon as I buy it, the value's gone.
Right.
Can I jump in real quick? I just found, a friend of mine sent me something, right? It's from TJ Maxx. We all know what TJ Maxx is, right? It's a store, okay? Right. And when I tell you this picture bothered me, okay? It's a noose, okay? It's a shirt, okay? With a noose in front of it, and it says, hang loose.
You gotta get it. I it's a bad.
Listen, I'm gonna because it came to me in Messenger. So Alfred, you're a friend of mine. Dale, you're a friend of mine. I'm going to send. I tell y'all no lie. When he sent it to me, I'm looking at it and I'm looking at the tag, and it says TJ Maxx.
Right.
Y'all are gonna. It says it has a noose, y'all, and on one side it says hang, and on the other side it says loose. Hang loose.
Yeah. Let me jump on that real quick, and I'm not trying to defend anybody, but I want everybody to realize, and I come from the advertisement world. Now we're getting younger and younger generations that's jumping into the advertisement business, right? That cares nothing about what happened in the past. I'm talking about black, white, or Hispanic. That cares nothing about what's going on that's going to happen in the future, because this new generation is about the now. And the now is like in seconds because of social media and so forth. So with that said, all these new young advertisers are not looking at the history or the past that this has affected on that. Understand, we can talk about the news before it even before slavery started, that they were hanging people in Europe before America was discovered using the same technique, right? It's